Kia ora everyone, I'm Donnalouise and thanks so much for popping by my YouTube channel. As 2024 came to a close, I decided to go through my to-do pile of jigsaw puzzles and pull out the ones that have been there for months, year or longer, and debate whether or not I was going to do a full video on them in 2025. I managed to declutter quite a few jigsaw puzzles, as you can see on the table here in front of me. Now, for various reasons, I decided not to make a full video on these. Either I've already featured the brand on the channel, or it was a puzzle I bought for speed puzzling, but then decided not to do it, or I couldn't find anything really of interest to discuss during the voiceover. I pulled them out and I decided, let's just puzzle for fun. So over the past 2 weeks, I just had an extra table set up in front of the TV, puzzled every day in the evenings or during the day. Some of them I captured time-lapse, others I just took photos, and I just enjoyed puzzling. It was really nice and relaxing. So let's go through this pile of decluttered jigsaw puzzles. And how about you? How big is your to-do pile? The first jigsaw puzzle was gifted to me by Carolina when we met up at Worlds this year, 300 pieces from the brand Dodo. You can see most of it assembled here on the table in front of me. Look, moving jigsaw puzzles around is an art form in itself, so it didn't make it to the table complete. But it's there. I put it together one evening. I don't know the name of the artist, but it is made in the Ukraine. And this one is called Atelier Indoor Puzzle. Basically, it's like you look through the shop window and what you puzzle is in the inside of the shop. Just a cute little puzzle, 300 pieces. It was very nice of her to gift that to me. Another gift from Worlds, this one Siobhan gave to me. It's a Simone Walsh jigsaw puzzle, 100 laser cut wooden pieces, right here on the table, still assembled. Really sweet. It's called Atlantic Coast Ramblers. Now, I will admit, wooden puzzles can be tricky for me, especially with my tremors. This one was on the easier side because the whimsy pieces weren't as intricately cut. So I really enjoyed it. Just a cute little fun puzzle. Also at Worlds, Alice Rowe and her parents from the United States gifted me this Liberty Puzzles jigsaw. It's got 98 pieces. It's a round puzzle, wooden pieces, still here on the table in front of me. I believe it's called Boulder Picnic Pixie Stroh. S-T-R-O-H. How would you pronounce that? Stroh? Not sure. This one was tricky because some of the whimsy pieces are quite detailedly cut. But cute little puzzle, round. You see them both sitting here on the table. Another wooden one. So thank you so much to Alice and her family for gifting this one to me. I have had this Elena Essex puzzle in my stash for, I think, a year. Sarah Schuler gifted it to me, and I really did want to do a full video on an Elena Essex puzzle, but I couldn't think of anything to discuss during the time lapse. You can see it still assembled here in front of me on the table. This one's called Flowers in Bloom, 1,000 pieces. Leave your comments below. Would you like me to actually do a full video on this brand? And if so, I'll get a new puzzle, perhaps with a different image, something that I feel that I would really enjoy discussing during the time lapse. This is a Harlington brand jigsaw puzzle, 500 pieces. I bought this in Australia, and the reason why I did, it was featured in one of the Australian jigsaw puzzle competitions, and I thought I could speed run it. And then I looked at the image and I went, oh, it's so difficult. Like every time I went to practice speed running, I passed over this one. It's a painterly image. It's a Thomas Kincaid. It's called Stillwater Cottage. So eventually I just decided to do it for fun. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. If I would have gotten this as a speed puzzling puzzle, I would have been miserable. But just sitting down and peacefully relaxing, puzzling it, I loved it. I had quite some fun with it, and normally this is not an image I would be attracted to. I really enjoyed it. This is another brand that I have not featured on the channel. Now, the main distribution company is called MJM Australia. They also make the Aero Puzzle brands, Harlington, and I believe Crown. If you would like me to do a bit of a review of those 3 brands in one video altogether, let me know. I'm not sure how readily available they are outside of Australia and New Zealand though. Now we are gonna go back in time a little bit here, but do you remember when I bought some secondhand puzzles, one from Blue Opal, and I opened it up and it had the strongest just smell. It smelled like varnish, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with the puzzle. There was nothing physically on the pieces. I couldn't do the puzzle. I tried airing it out. I tried different things. You all gave me suggestions. Eventually it ended up in the bin. But I had to buy a new blue Opal jigsaw puzzle because I didn't want to think that that was what the brand delivered. I can assure you, opening this jigsaw puzzle, there was no varnishy, chemically strong smell whatsoever. And I was going to do a full video on it. This one's called Mures at the Docks by Esther Sohet. Hopefully I'm pronouncing their name correctly. A Tasmanian artist. I believe Blue Opal is an Australian brand. In the end, I just wasn't sure what to discuss during the time lapse, so I pulled it out and just puzzled it for fun. I really enjoyed it. Do let me know if you'd like to see a full video on the Blue Opal brand. They're a bit trickier to get in New Zealand, so I may have to rely on some Australian friends to get me some. But perhaps I would find a different image, something that would speak to me more and be of more interest to do a time lapse. But leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Now, I have done many PieceRelax jigsaw puzzles on this channel. They've gifted me this one. It's another one of their canvas jigsaw puzzle, 366 pieces called Retro Wild Rose. And since I'm moving soon and setting up a whole new house, I thought, let's just put it together, get the canvas ready so it can hang up on the wall. It does come with a hanging mechanism that I really like. It's in the box. So I just put this together in bed one evening. I'll find a place somewhere in the house to put it up. Really enjoy their puzzles. You know that. I don't need to say any more, but I've featured many of their puzzles on this channel. And soon I'll be doing a puzzle along with one of their jigsaw puzzles, and that'll be exciting. I had done a full video on Lunda, wooden jigsaw puzzles from Spain. This is absolutely adorable, and I just taped the back using packing tape. Well, recently Alfonso gifted me two more. The boxes are right here, and I put these together, and again, just tape the back using packing tape because I want to put these all up on the wall in the new house. How cute are these? Now, I will admit they were tricky. There's some intricate whimsy pieces cut here, but I love them. And the images are a bit tricky too, but because there's a smaller number of pieces, it wasn't too bad. I just took my time. So let's see, they're all from the same artist, Melche Albio Vega. Sorry I've mispronounced it. This one with the little girl sitting on the moon is called Estrella. 233 pieces, and this one where she's sitting on a raft with a little doggy is called You Saved Me and is 291 pieces. I will admit that when I was doing all these wooden jigsaw puzzles that you see here, I did them kind of all back to back, and it was getting late at night and I was getting a little tired, and it did at one point trigger my tremors. My left hand just kind of went crazy for a second. I've spoken about my essential tremors on the channel before, so I had to take a step back, and they are a bit tricky to move. It took a lot of effort. I built the puzzles over on another table, and I should have put something underneath them to more easily move them to get them to this table here, but they're here now, all in one piece, and I was able to flip these over in order to tape the backs of them. What's your thoughts on wooden jigsaw puzzles? Do you enjoy them, yes or no? Or are those whimsy pieces just a little bit too much to handle? I think I need to do them when I'm not so tired and just take my time, and if my hands start to shake too much, I just have to step away, because then that can frustrate me because I end up knocking the pieces and destroying the work that I've already done. But overall, they're beautiful and I love them, and I can't wait to put them up in the new home. I have 3 so far in this little series. I would like to get more. So thank you so much to Alfonso for gifting me these Lamundas, and again, Siobhan and Alice for gifting me the other 2. But let me know, do you like wooden jigsaw puzzles, yes or no? I had already done a video, actually 2, on Cloudberries jigsaw puzzles, so I didn't feel there was a need to do another one. This one was gifted to me from the company. I had kind of saved it thinking I might do it on a live stream, but in the end, I just wanted to pull it out and puzzle. It's actually still assembled over there on the table because I fully assembled it on top of the poster. Cloudberries comes with a poster pretty much the exact size of the actual jigsaw puzzle. and it made it easy then to move the puzzle around. So thank you so much to Cloudberries. This one's called Poolside. I don't know if the artist is listed here. Of course, I'm not wearing my reading glasses. I don't see any specific artist called out on the box, so perhaps this is an in-house design. But yeah, I just decided it was time to tackle this Cloudberries. I mean, I love their images, I love their box, same opinion on the puzzles. So yeah, there's already 2 videos on the channels of this brand. And yeah, it was just time to put this one together, and I had lots of fun doing it. Now, it's from their gold edition. So arrow puzzles are readily available in New Zealand. You can buy them at Kmart. And yes, Kmart is still a thing in New Zealand and very, very popular. This is their gold edition, more like a premium version. So I can get a 1,000-piece arrow puzzle for like $8 New Zealand, $10 New Zealand. And I love the images. And for $8, $10, I love the puzzle. No, the quality is not top-notch like some of the brands we know. But for $8 New Zealand dollars, they're very, very good. These, their gold editions, cost a bit more, but I can still get them for under $20, and they're absolutely lovely. This is another Thomas Kinkade. So who would have thought I did 2 Thomas Kinkades? It's a Disney licensed puzzle. This one's called Cinderella Wishes Upon a Dream. So for a licensed puzzle, a very good quality for like $20 New Zealand or less, love. So yeah, this is another one of the MJM Australia brands. And I just decided I'd sit down and puzzle it for fun. Trickier image, especially, you know, it's a Thomas Kinkade, but I really enjoyed it and I had lots of fun putting it together. There's one last puzzle here, and it's still assembled on the table. It's from the Dixit brand. I got this when I was in Slovenia. It was gifted to me by Enigma, the store that runs jigsaw puzzle competitions local to Jeanette. Now, first, I didn't bring home the full box because the box didn't even show the full image of the jigsaw puzzle. And when I travel, you know, I sacrifice the boxes to make more room and weight to bring home more puzzles. So I didn't have the full box. I didn't have a full image. I did take photos. It just comes with a card. And this is a card from the game, Dixit. And I was thinking that I could do a full video and talk about the actual card game and talk about the puzzle, but I've only played the game once. So I thought, oh, I don't really know that much about the game. And I did enjoy the puzzle. It was fun. It's cute, but I didn't have the box. So I decided, well, I won't make a full video on it. Would you like to see a full video on the Dixit brand? If so, I can try to get my hands on another puzzle. I don't know if they're readily for sale everywhere, to tell you the truth, or even made a lot, but that one store used quite a few in their speed puzzling competitions. I assembled this one upside down without the image, and I really enjoyed it. But I wasn't speed puzzling it. I was just casually puzzling, having a good time watching TV, so I wasn't stressed out. And you know what? I did quite well and I really enjoyed it. It was lots of fun. Paige and Sven were over and they saw my pile of puzzles asking me what I was doing, and I told them I was just trying to do as many as possible before the year end. So they picked one out and they took it home. It was from Hummingbird, Australia, and it's called Evil Eye Colors. Now, if they managed to complete it, before I finish this video, I'll show you photos, or at least I'll show you the last photo she sent me of their progress. They're just casually puzzling it, having a good time. It is a tricky image. It comes with a small poster. It's 1,000 pieces, quite difficult. So I'll get her thoughts on it afterwards, but they just wanted something to puzzle over the few days during the holidays while they're off work. Hopefully they're enjoying it, and I told them they didn't have to finish it if they didn't want to. But I don't know if Hummingbird Australia is still a brand that's readily sold. Let me know if you have any experience with them and if you would like me to try to get my hands on another puzzle to do. I just couldn't think of anything really too much of interest to talk about during the time lapse. It had been on my shelf for a long, long time, and I just decided it was, you know, let them have it, let them do it and see if they enjoy it. So that left me with just 2 puzzles in my to-do pile that had been there for a long, long time that I didn't manage to complete before year end. They're going to go back in my to-do pile. One is this one called Koi Fish by the artist Kevin Griffiths. He uses his mouth to paint. This is from the Mouth and Foot painting artist. I love the image. I wish I had the original artwork. I don't think I'll love doing it as a jigsaw puzzle though. I wanted to support the artist and the group and the foundation, the charity. Would you like to see a full video on this, yes or no? Or do I just put it back in my to-do pile and pull it out one evening when I just want a puzzle for fun? It's gorgeous. This is the type of puzzle that I would love to display on the wall for sure. Actually, like I said, I would love to have the original artwork. But yeah, I didn't get to doing that, and I think it's been in my to-do pile for a long, long time. And the last one, this was gifted to me by Puzzles NZ, 1,024 pieces because it is a perfect square jigsaw puzzle. The brand that released it is called Live Wires, but the artist is Abby Merson. They're a New Zealand artist, and this one's called Community Spirit. They made this puzzle after Cyclone Gabrielle ravaged Hawke's Bay's area, and it's to represent how the community spirit came together to help one another out after the destruction from that weather occurrence. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful puzzle. I would put this up on the wall. I just maybe during the time lapse, perhaps Cyclone Gabrielle, I didn't want to talk about something negative, and maybe I should more speak about like what happened afterwards, how the community came together and helped one another out, and perhaps I should focus on the positives. I just didn't get around to doing it, but I'm going to keep it, put it back in my to-do pile. I think it would be one just enjoyable to do casually for fun. Maybe these two are very similar in that sense. They're more just casual fun puzzles and not full videos. How about this? If they're still in my to-do pile in December 2025, then I'll just sit and do it over the holidays during my next decluttering video. I still have a lot of puzzles remaining in my to-do pile with very specific video ideas for them all. So there'll be tons of content for you all in 2025, but it made me feel good to go through my puzzles and just over the holidays here, just do a bunch that I wanted to enjoy in front of the television, casually puzzling. And I'm quite impressed with how many I managed to do. So these two will go back into the pile. Like I said, leave your comments below. Let me know if you want me to do a deep dive in any of the brands that appeared here that I have yet to do a full video on the channel. And are you a collector of jigsaw puzzles? I am not. I think I only have about 20 in my to-do pile at the moment, but I know some people who love keeping a lot of puzzles on hand. Even the ones that I use for speed puzzle practice, I rotate and I get rid of them after a while. I don't have the space or the room, and with moving, I thought best to like dwindle down that pile of jigsaw puzzles. So yeah, leave your comments below and let me know how many puzzles do you have in your to-do pile. I really hoped you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. It does really help, and I really, really, truly appreciate it. I hope you've all had wonderful holidays, and may 2025 bring us all lots of puzzling fun. And until next time, ciao!